Welcome friends to IT Buddies channel. This is the last part of our full stack application. If you haven't watched the part 1 and part 2 video, then check the description. There is a link of that videos. In this part, we'll create the front end structure of our project. So without wasting any time, let's jump inside our coding part. First of all, open the project folder that we created inside our previous part. Open that inside a command prompt. Now to initialize our front-end path with the help of Vue, simply write this Vue create front-end and press the enter here. It will ask you a question. Select here, manually select features, and for this project we are using the Vue router. So click on the spacebar button to select that, and to remove that also click on the spacebar button and then press the enter. I am using the latest Vue, that is 3.x. So click on that, and we are also using the history mode for router. So press Y and here select the dedicated config files, and we don't want presets, so click on this no. Initialization phase is start now and it will take some amount of time, so I want to speed up this process. Here frontend folder is successfully created now, and let's navigate inside that and install the dependencies. First one is Axios, that is to call APIs, and last one is Bulma. So Bulma is similar as Bootstrap. It will provide us by default classes, so that will use for CSS purposes. Our dependencies are installed now. So let's navigate inside our Visual Studio Code. Click on the new terminal. Split inside two sections. This section is for front end and this one is for backend. Start the backend server with the help of node.js that we already used inside our previous video, and to run the front end, write npm run serve. Our front end is ready, so click on the local button with Ctrl plus click and it will automatically redirect you to by default Vue port, that is localhost 8080. You can see the by default structure that is provided by Vue, but we are gonna change that. First go inside this components folder and I am going to delete this. Then go inside this app.vue and inside this style I am writing this import Bulma because we are used that for CSS purposes. So save the file. You can also see the errors inside the components. Hello world.vue is missing because we already deleted that. So we have to change that inside our index.js file. So remove this import, also this path. After saving the file, you can check your browser. There is home and about. So we also want to delete that. Go inside this app.vue and remove this. Go inside the by default page and this is empty now. So all the basic components is provided by Vue, that is on default page is deleted now. And here I want to display my ProductList.vue. So now let's work on that component. Create a new file, name ProductList.vue. Define our basic Vue template. For now, let's write hi inside a div tag. Display that hi here. First, go inside these views and create a new file, name index.vue, and copy the similar structure of home, paste here. But now, instead of this component hello world, write product list. Remove this. Also the image and the class name. change the name from home to index, then go inside this index.js file. Here we define the route, so name is index, path for our product list, that is home, so I'm writing this by default. Component is index. Now save the file, but don't forget to import that. So import index from views.vue. So check the browser. Here you can see the hi message. So now our product list component is showing successfully. Then let's change this component and show the items that we want to actually display. Basic knowledge of Vue is required. So inside this data and return, let's pass our by default items, and it is empty array. Inside the data there is return, so we can display by default parameters here. Now I am defining a function that is created, and inside that let's declare get products. So whenever our product list component is called, it will automatically go inside this function because it is inside created. Now let's declare this method. Get all products, async get products. I am making this function async because we are gonna use Axios to call our API inside the try method. Declare the variable response, and here use await Axios. HTTP localhost 5000. Products. So basically we are calling our API products that we define inside our backend part. See guys, this API I am calling here, and before that I am using this port because our index.js file is running on the port 5000. So use this. Axios is I am using for calling this API, and get is because this is our get request, and here is a typo. I am using await. This is for calling API asynchronously, and whatever the response is coming from this API, I am getting inside this response variable. Here is the error, await is not defined. So to import things in Vue, we write here import Axios. Then inside the items array that is empty now, let's pass the response coming from the API. So response.data, and we are using try. So by default we have to pass the catch method, and if there is an any error, then display that. For our checking purpose, I am printing these dot items here. So now open the browser, go inside the console. You can see we get the data because we pass here these dot items inside this console.log. Now to display all of the items coming from database, go inside this template and create a table. class name is this. This is coming from our Bulma. You want to copy this, then go inside my description. I already provide you the repository link, so simply copy the code inside your machine. And now this is like basic HTML. So thread, and to display row, let's write tr, inside that th, and first is for product name, second is for actions, class for this is hashtag center, so it will display all of the items in center. This is not basic CSS video, so I am not going inside details. So after saving the file, you can see product name and actions is showing. Now after heading, let's define our table body tr, and here I am using v4, that is binding in Vue.js, and declare a new variable that is item, and I am declare a loop, so item in items. So basically I am getting our items array, and here we check the item that is inside our items array, and don't forget to pass the key here, so that is item dot product underscore id. Inside this tier, define the td, and pass the item dot product underscore name, and second one is item dot product underscore price. So we are displaying a single product name and product price with the help of this item, because we getting the items inside the item variable now. So as now product name and product price is empty, so it is not showing here. Let's check our database. I am using PHP my admin. Check the table that is product, and you can see there is no data here, so the product name and product price field is empty now, so not showing anything here. Now the time is come to add product name and product price inside our database and display here. So for that I am creating a new component, name AddProduct.vue. For our checking purpose, let's declare our basic view things. To display this, go inside views and create a new file, name create.vue. Let's copy the index.vue and paste here to save our time. Instead of product list, here the component name is add products, and the name is create. Then go inside this index.js file that is in router and also import that path. So here instead of index, create, and also the route is create. Here the path is create. Now save the file, open the browser, go inside the create path. You can see the hi message is showing successfully, but we want to display here that. So go inside product list, grab all of these things inside a single div. I am writing router link here so we can navigate to our component add product from this. Provide the component name and also the class name that is coming from Bulma. Write the text add new and don't forget to pass this before these two. Save the file, open the browser, click on this add new button and you will redirect to the create component. See guys, the hi is display because we are defining that inside our add product. Let's restructure this component. So after this script tag, import Axios, and similar like before, we are providing this inside return pass by default parameter that is product name is now empty and product price is also empty. Instead of this empty screen, now we want to display add new button and some other things. So inside this template div, create another div. Class name is field, writing a label. Class is also label and inside that I am writing product name. So save the file and you can see here product name is displayed successfully. And after that label, let's create another division. Class is control. Type is text and write placeholder. So that is product name. This is self-closing tag and inside Vue we have special attribute that is vModel and write here product name. So that product name is match with this. So at the beginning the product name is null and this input tag is getting the product name whenever we write something. So this is come from vModel. Then to display the price, let's create another tag. Actually, let's copy this and paste here because this is similar things. Write price and here too. So now you'll see the product name and product price. Yes, Then let's create a new button here. So whenever we click on the save button, the function will call. So after these divs, create another. Class name is control. Inside that there will be our button. Class name is this. To display our button green, I am passing this event on click. So whenever we click on the button, it will call the function that is save product. Write the button text here, and now the time is come to declare this function. So after this data end, write methods, and this is for create new product. Don't forget to pass a sync save product function. Await axios dot post, because this is our post route. Localhost 5000 and port name is products. Let's check inside our routes.js. See guys, to create a new product, our route name is products and here we provide post. So similar like this, here we write post and path is product. Use this await and asynchronous to call our API with the help of Axios. Here the product name and product price is empty, but whenever this function will call, so we'll get the items from here and here. So write product name is this dot product name and product price will be this dot product price. So we are getting two input field inside these two variables, and whenever the API will be called after this, we'll provide this product name, also the empty, so user can add another items. And when the function is called, the items is added, then we redirect our user to our product list component. So write this dollar, then router.push to this path. It will indicate the product list, and we are using try catch method. If any error, then print console.log error. Now our AddProduct.vue component is ready. To check that, let's write a product name and price. Click on the save button. Nothing is done because here you can see there is an error in syntax. So let's open this controller, then model. Yes, here you can see we are ending this query. So pass this here and save the file. Again, pass this to input fields and click on this save button. You can see we are redirecting our product list.vue file, and let's check the database. So refresh the database, and you can see product name in product price is added successfully. Also they are saying here Then let's add another thing inside this action. So with the help of the button, we can update the product name and product price. So for that, I am creating a new component, name EditProduct.vue, define our basic structure. For our checking purpose, I am writing this hi inside a div tag, then create a new view and name is edit. Copy the same code like create and paste here. Instead of add product, here edit product and name is also edit. Then go inside this index.js file, copy this and paste. Name is edit and path is edit/id, because remember here we providing the id whenever we update the product, so we pass the id here. Then let's import that. Then go inside ProductList.vue component again. After this td, I am defining a new for our router link and class name will be this. Text has centered. Text name will be edit for this router link, and inside 2 our component name is edit. Then also the class name for this, that will be name of this. Here with edit we also want to pass the id in params, because remember for edit things it will require the id. Item dot product_id is defined in our database and item is coming from this because we are in from v4. Remove this and make sure here you provide the right name. Whenever we save our file and navigate to edit, you can see we redirect to our component edit product with this id, and this id is of this product name and product price. So now let's work on this edit component. Instead of this hi, let's copy the template of this add product because that is very similar. Now instead of save, I am writing here update, and there is no function named save product here yet. So now save the file. You are getting two inputs, product name and product price, but before updating I am want to printing the default product name and product price, that is here, so we can see whatever the product name and price while editing. So for that, go inside this export default and providing a data. By default product name is empty and product price will also be empty. Don't forget to import Axios. Now after the data, I am using this created function. So whenever this component will call, our function name inside this created will call, and the function name is this.get product by id async get product by id. use try and catch method. So whenever the error will come, console.log error will call. Inside this try, write const response to get the response from our API. So await axios.get. Here to get a single product, we'll call this path products call ID. So inside this, pass the backtick here and http localhost 5000, that is our port. Path is products, and here we are passing the ID. This dot route dot params dot id. Then these two fields are empty now. So after this, we are providing the product name, the field that is coming from our response.data. Table attribute is product underscore name, and similar for our product price. Make sure the P is small and also provide the dollar before this route. So now save the file, refresh the page. Here you will get the default product name and product price. So while updating, we can see the default parameters. Now let's add the functionality on this update button. So here I am pressing the on click event. The function name is update product. Let's define that function here. After this, for update product, try and catch. Inside try, await axios.put, because we are updating items now. Inside this backtick, provide the path of our database API. So http localhost 5000 products, and we are also providing the ID here. See this. So after these products, pass the dollar. This dot again route params dot id. So inside the callback of this API, we update the database field with our input fields. So this dot product name and product price will also be this dot product underscore price. After updating items, we write this dot product name will be null, so our input field will be null after updating, and also this dot product price. Then we'll redirect our screen to product list component. So the path is slash. For that, click on the save button. Let's check the functionality. So instead of this 3000 price, let's add 5000 and click on the update button. You can see here product price is now changed. I just noticed here besides this product name, price is missing. So let's add that. Now the price is showing. Then let's edit a last functionality, that is edit the item. So here we add the delete button. So for that, after this router link, define a tag here and provide the class name this. That will make our button red color. And I am also providing on click method. So at click, a function will be delete product, and for deleting item, product ID is also required. Let's define this delete product. So after this method complete, first let's comment for our understanding purpose, delete product async function name. Here we getting the ID. Try catch. Inside this try, let's call our API await axios. Method name is delete, and inside this backtick, providing the path localhost 5000 products, and here also there will be the ID, because remember inside our routes.js method is delete and we are passing the ID. So now go inside the product list. After this API call, we'll again call this function, that is get products. So it will show the remaining products inside our table. Save the file, go inside our frontend part, and let's add another item, product 2, and price will be 4000. Now let's click on this delete button. Here you can see our second product is deleted. Because our functionality is working properly, you can also check your database. From there, the item will also be deleted. Here we get remaining products because we are calling this function this.getProducts here. Now last one thing that we want to do, apply proper CSS, because here you can see the CSS structure is not as perfect as it can be. So go inside app.vue and let's assign a class name here, that is container is max desktop, and let's remove all of the by default CSS. So whenever you save the file, our structure will be changed. Also the header is not changed. So go inside product list, and here there is a typo. Instead of thread, write thread. Check the application again, and here you notice our whole full stack application is ready. First of all, the product list component is view here, and whenever you click on the edit, by default items will be show, and also the fields of that. And whenever you change anything inside that and click on the update button, it will automatically redirecting here. You can also check the database meanwhile. The things there also be changed. So VueJS, nodejs, and MySQL database all are working properly. Finally, the part 3 is over now and our full stack application is ready. While coding, if you got any error, then check the description. There is my GitHub repository link, so you can simply copy the code inside your computer and run the project successfully. If you really like this video and project, then give me a thumbs up and subscribe my channel, and make sure to turn the bell notification on so you can get the notification instantly whenever I upload my next project video. Thank you.